Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna do some contouring. We're gonna do some bronzing, some contouring. We just gonna do the whole thing. But first, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, give it a click. I don't know if it's up there or down there, but give her a click, okay? Okay, it would help me out a lot. This is my first time doing my videos and starting out with makeup on. Right now, we're in the middle of a storm in Canada, and if you know Canada, then you know Mother Nature is absolutely unpredictable here. I just want to start off by saying I've already done my foundation, my concealer, and I've powdered my face. Now, when going in with like a powder contour, it's very necessary that you powder your face beforehand. This will ensure that the powders aren't going to go on super patchy or like weird or anything like that. So for today, I'm going to show you how to do a natural contour, and I'm also going to do like more of like the Kim K kind of like dramatic contour, honey. The contour. I'm not prepared. As always, we're going to be contouring with the Kat Von D contour kit. Mine's disgustingly dirty. It won't open. It's absolutely loved because it's my favorite kit ever. I'm gonna use that for contour, and then we're gonna go with the Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer. It's this one here. Super cute. Love it. Love how it has like a rosy tone to it. It's just this one here. I'm so bad at this. Cancel your YouTube now. Go home. I don't typically contour with creams, so I'm not going to show that in this video. I just do powder contour on a daily because I find it's easier and it saves me a ton of time. And I don't see myself doing anything too strenuous where I'd have to wear a cream contour to kind of like hold my contour on a little bit longer. I used to do drag though, and that's completely necessary for drag. So I'm gonna go in with the Tarte bronzer, and we're gonna use this brush right here. This is this is just a crown brush. It's a powder brush. We're gonna use this to go in. I love this brush because it's nice and fluffy and it's really big, and basically when you bronze your face, all you're doing is warming it up. So you don't have to be too precise with the powder. You just want to warm your face up, so just think of it as adding color back into your skin, because as I have foundation and concealer on and powder, my face is an absolute ghost right now. So we're going to add color back into it. Dipping into the powder. Now I'm going to start off natural with this, and then we're going to go into dramatic Kim K kind of contour. Tap it off. And we're just gonna plot out where we're gonna put it. So I start off at the temple right here. And if you have a smaller forehead, it's really not necessary to contour your forehead. So I'm going on the forehead. I have a huge forehead, like a 10 head, so we're going in. Oh, by the way, don't you love this new hairstyle? Chatters, they got me, boo. Amy Hawkins, I see you, girl. She's my hairstylist, by the way. So now we're gonna go down the cheek with it. Like I said, we're just gonna swirl back into it, knock off the excess powder. You have enough on your brush. So then we're gonna kind of feel where our cheek is, and we're literally just going to go down our cheek. You want most of the product to be in the back, and then you're just gonna blend it forward. I like to go in with a little bit more. And that's my bronzing for my cheek. So I just make sure it's nice and blended. It also helps a lot of people to kind of like suck in like this. When I'm contouring clients at work, I always ask them to suck in. By the way, if you hear a hurricane outside, it's because there's an ice storm happening in Canada right now. It's April. This is usually when Canada gets that break, when they're not, you know, freezing and in the middle of a blizzard. But guess what? This year we're not getting summer, apparently, so yay! Tapping back into my bronzer, And this time we're gonna go on our chin because no one wants a double chin. We're about to get rid of that. And it really helps me to go like this. No, not like that. But if I go like this, you can kind of, like, if you stretch your chin out like this, you can kind of see where that line is, and that's where you want to go with the product. And then I like to take it kind of like up under the ear and then across. Like so. So now you can kind of see that this side's a little bit more skinny, a little bit more round, because that's what we're going for when we contour our face. We're going for a rounded appearance. But I always love to bronze before I contour, just because it adds a little bit more dimension to the whole look. If you're trying to distinguish what a bronzer and a contour are, the difference between them is a bronzer is usually going to be more of a warm tone shade. It's usually going to be to add warmth into the face, and a contour is going to be more of a cool tone, kind of ashy shade. And you can kind of, one sec, I'll swatch them for you. So as you can see, this is more of a contour. Okay, wait. Maybe. The bottom one there, more of a contour. Top one you can see is more of like that orangey kind of yellow shade. That's going to be more of a bronzer. That's how you distinguish the parts, you know? Then I kind of go back in and I just kind of fix it all up and, you know, really get that warmth that I want in my skin. But since we're going for like more of a natural look, I'm going to stay with this. I know there's a lot of people out there that are probably like, you're not doing it too natural at all. And I'm like, bitch, this is natural for me. So I'm going to do the other side and then we'll come back to contouring. Alright, we're back. So, just to kind of like, so you know what bronzer to choose for yourself, I wanted to kind of like put this out there. So if you have more of a fair tone skin, you're going to want to go for something that's a little bit more ashy for sure for contouring. And if you have more of like a tan to kind of like darker skin tone, you want to kind of go for something that's a little bit more of a warm tone. Just because warm tones can come off as very orange, which you don't want. Like, you don't want to look like Donald Trump. No one does. No one wants to be that guy. So, you know, bringing it back. This is kind of like where I stop with bronzer. On a more day-to-day, I usually bronze up a little bit more because I love to look sun-kissed AF. But I'm gonna zoom you guys in further just for a closer look of the contour. Just because, you know, it can be a little intense sometimes. So I'm going to take the Pro Contour 79 by Sephora Collection. This one right here. As you can see, the end is kind of like a ball point. It's tapered really well. And then I'm going to go into the shade here in the Kat Von D Contour Kit, and this is called Subconscious. I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush. Now, what I love to do when I'm contouring is make kind of like a 3. So what I do is I come up here, I'll bronze further back, I'll contour further back here. And the point of contouring is to really get those shapes in your face, so you really want to skinny your face out and you want to make it round. So that's what we're achieving here. Or trying to achieve rather. And then I'll bring the contour down onto the cheek right here. And then I'll come down the jawline. And I'm using very light pressure. You don't want to press it into the skin because it'll end up being patchy. So basically I'm just lightly dusting this over the face. And I know I call this natural, but for me this is so natural. But girl, if you do it good enough, it is natural, okay? You just gotta do it well enough. Blend your edges, you know? So now we have a contour. As you can see on this side, we have a bronze, and this side's looking a little bit more contoured. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I'll be right back. Okay, and when you get to the chin, you wanna just kind of snatch that up. You just wanna snatch it. Double chin bitch wear. I'm gonna go back into the bronzer because I forgot to snatch my nose. I'm already failing, okay. And we're just gonna go down the side of it. And you know what, if it's crooked, that's okay. Just tell somebody you broke it in high school, you know, playing football or something. Girl, it's makeup, it's not that serious. Not everybody needs a James Charles snatch nose. And we are contoured. This is kind of like what I go for every kind of day. That really like blushy kind of contoured look. I didn't use a blush though. That's why I love this bronzer, because it looks like I'm wearing blush, but I'm not. So what I'm gonna do now is put blush on, because blush is totally part of contouring. Let me tell you. I use this brush here. The reason I love it is because it's literally just a big brush. It's just a big fluffy brush. And I go in with my Anastasia blush kit, blush trio rather, in Pink Passion. Right here. It's very used. And I just, you know, dust her in. This stuff is very pigmented, by the way, so you're gonna want to dust it off. I literally just roll it onto my cheek. Like so. And blush is so essential for your contour because blush is what really blends everything together, gets that really seamless look. And then for me, this is like what I do. This is like my thing. I like to blush the forehead because it adds that kind of like fleshy tone back into the skin. Kind of like shows people, yeah, I have blood under my skin. Because normal people do. Once that's all done, what I like to do is go back in with my highlights. So I'm going back into the Kat Von D contour kit, and I'm going to use these tones here mixed together just to kind of create a highlight. Now, for everyone it's going to be different, your color of highlight obviously. I'm picking this color because it works for me. So back into my Flawless Powder Brush from Sephora collection. I'm just going to use those powders and I'm just going to dot it underneath the eye. Alright, so as I was talking, my camera decided to stop filming. So, what I was saying is, I love to take my highlight underneath my contour, just to kind of give you that more sunken in cheek look. Because that's what's going to really sell the illusion there. This is also good for kind of blurring the edges of your contour too, if you want to kind of, you know, make it a bit more natural. But that's not what I go for, honey. Now to make this more intense, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a little bit deeper of a contour just right here, just to kind of like really carve out those cheekbones. You know, drag queens everywhere would love you. But now, as you can see, there's highlights in the middle of my face and there's lowlights on the outside of my face. That is the basics of contouring. So basically what you're doing is you're trying to make a focal point right in the middle of your face so that when people look at you, what they see first is the middle of your face and then they work their way out, which creates the illusion of being skinny. That's pretty much all I do. Also, highlight is very essential to your contour because highlighter brings another dimension to your face. Highlight today, what I'm going to do is use something different because we're using the same thing all the time in my videos. So I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Hustla Baby shade. I absolutely love this stuff. It's very pretty. Okay. Stop being an idiot, okay? Pro highlighting brush from Sephora collection. And we're just going to put that on the cheekaroo and watch us glow, baby. Oh yeah, okay. So as you can see, it adds a little bit more dimension. It makes our cheeks kind of pop. I also love to add it in the center of the face for the same effect. And then also to kind of like create that really dewy, beautiful skin look. And let me tell you, Rihanna did right by us, you know? She did right. Like, she made these highlights so good, girl. Like, damn. Okay, we gotta stop. Okay. This is basically what I do when I contour and bronze. That's the word. Okay. So this is what I do. I'm gonna come back to you guys with a finished look, and I'll see you then, okay? Alright guys, I hope you liked my video. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Click the bell notification. It'll let you know whenever I put a video out. I try to put a video out every week or so. Once a week. I was trying to say that, but I didn't. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about this look. Tell me what you think I should improve on. I'm so open to criticism, guys. I'm only new here on YouTube, so honestly, if you have any kind of advice you can give me for creating new videos for you guys, I would love to hear that. Sound off in the comments, like, dislike, do whatever you like. Really exciting news. Alright guys, so I just want to tell you, I am affiliated with Mikasa Beauty. Really good quality brushes or anything like that for 25% off. You can use my code. My code is Brennan, so BRENNEN, BEAYD 25, and it'll get you 25% off on their website. Go to mikasabeauty.com. Yes! Okay. It's www.mikasabeauty.com. Shameless self-promo. I'll see you guys in the next one.
What we do here is go back.